Rain cascading down on Toronto this morning. This video is from one of City News' camera people around 8:30 a.m. The downtown core was getting hammered with the wet stuff. I was still sleeping. This all coming after Mississauga and the west part of the GTA was hit with heavy rains and wind just before sun up. I definitely slept through that. Now, that rain may have been good. You may be thinking, well, that's great for air quality, and it did bring that number down a little bit. The higher the number, the worse the air. And we're currently sitting at a 2. We're also currently sitting at a humidex of 38. But here's what's going to happen. We're still into high risk here. So children and elderly especially, we're telling people to take it easy. Try to stay indoors if you can, because you can see that that number tonight is going to be on the rise, and it stays around 5. Now, Thursday, it starts coming down. Why is it going to come down Thursday? The wind direction is going to change to the north, so we're going to bring in some fresher air. But in the meantime, the special air quality statement is still in place for Toronto and hugging the shorelines of Lake Ontario. Now, severe thunderstorm warning has ended for Innisfil, but we still have this special weather statement, which should also be ended here very shortly. These storms are being driven by a couple of things. One, hot air, so if the minute the sun goes down, they start to ease, but also the lake breezes that were converging to bring them up, right? Air doesn't like to go up. Storms like upward motion, and all of that is starting to fade off right now. Talking about the highs for the next 10 days, the heat wave, there's no real official definition anymore. Environment Canada ended the official definition, which was at least 3 consecutive days of 32 degrees or hotter. Right now, we're just saying, listen, if it's hot for a number of days, it's a heat wave. And tomorrow and Thursday will be the last 2 days of that. We're going to come down a little bit here into the weekend. It's still above seasonal. It's still warm. And then next week is going to be much more comfortable. And of course, next week is the last week of school for a number of students, some kids ending earlier. Now, we are watching potential tropical cyclone 1. This was given a number earlier this afternoon from the National Hurricane Center. It looks like it's going to take a westward trajectory into Mexico. But if it gets named, and it likely will, into a tropical storm, Alberto is the first name of this season. So things are going to start heating up across the Atlantic hurricane basin. All right, we've got storm risk tomorrow between 4 and 7. We've also got a storm risk Thursday. This is going to be on and off throughout the afternoon. And then Friday morning, we start off with the showers, but it looks like through Friday afternoon and evening, if you've got plans to head out to one of the city's big festivals on Friday, late in the evening should be nice and dry. And then Saturday morning, we start off dry. This is a warm weekend as well. It's not hot. Humidity will start coming back up, so the humidex will be right around the mid-30s throughout the weekend, and then we're back to seasonal on Monday, and also back to a dry stretch here to start off the next work week.